we know about genetics is, there's a high rate of, it's common that if a child has it, then maybe one or both of their parents, may have ADHD. And so in my practice, I find, having to sort of help a parent understand that they may be dealing with some similar challenges. And then so, that makes, that parent guidance or coaching part even more important, because in many cases, I find the parents need some coaching and help structuring, at a pretty basic level themselves. Is that something you encounter, and how do you deal with that challenge? Because that can be hard, to deal with.
Absolutely, I think that's often the case, and usually parents have, without even realizing it, developed coping strategies that they're not even necessarily aware of. They do it, but they're not aware that they've been coping for some of their own difficulties in attention or in organization. And bringing that out and making them aware that they have those skills and those abilities and they've developed those coping things to deal with some of their own challenges, gives them more of the awareness that they can teach their child and they can help their child. And I often will refer them to different resources and books about how to help and how to guide kids, how to develop good habits.
Yeah. And in terms of helping them have some awareness of their own issues, focusing on the positive, things that they've learned to do to compensate or to, cope with their issues.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, another aspect of that is that parents who have those kinds of difficulties might often find it even more frustrating to have children who have those kinds of difficulties, because if it's something, and kids with ADHD often start to feel badly about themselves because they see other kids not challenged in the same way, and they get into trouble at school more because they're impulsive or they forget things, and they start to feel badly about themselves. And the parents might have had that experience too, and to see their own child struggling with that, it might be hard to see that in their child, and they might be harsher. So piecing that out and figuring that out, if that's happening too, it's not the ADHD symptoms per se, but it's how it gets experienced, by the child and by the family.
So helping the family understand how the presence of ADHD in the family affects the way people interact and function, work with each other in the family.
Absolutely, and also can lead to other kinds of difficulties. If it's not addressed, and also not addressed sympathetically, like they could just see a child as kind of difficult or problematic, as opposed to like, this is something that they're born with, and they need help with it, and they sort of can't help themselves in a way until somebody helps them with it. So I think seeing it more with more understanding and sympathy, and giving help rather than kind of punitively or just as the child is problematic, I think is really important too.